Melbourne is nearing the Olympic Games, and today is in the world spotlight, because here in this southern Australian city, sportsmen from the four corners of the earth will meet under the Olympic banner in November. Melbourne will become the world's capital of sport, the 11th city of modern times to stage the immortal Olympics. Melbourne is a city of wide streets and handsome buildings, the home of 1,500,000 people. Look along Elizabeth Street and you see the clock tower of the Flinders Street Railway Station, our busiest city terminal. Within a mile of the town hall, in a parkland setting, is the Melbourne Cricket Ground, main stadium for the Olympic Games. On November 22nd, a crowd of 110,000 will see the Duke of Edinburgh open the Games. And on this arena will be a record lineup of more than 70 teams. This new stand for 40,000 people has been built for the Games. Here is an Australian rules football match at the stadium. The teams are Collingwood and Melbourne. And it's a goal to Collingwood, and the Collingwood supporters go wild. The red-roofed building behind the scoreboard and in front of Government House is the new Olympic Swimming Stadium. The main Olympic sites, grouped close together with the main stadium at the rear and Olympic Park, the new multi-purpose sports center in the foreground. Swimming, diving, soccer, cycling and hockey will be staged at Olympic Park, specially built for the Games. The Olympic Swimming and Diving Stadium. Designed by a group of young Melbourne architects and a construction engineer, the pool is completely enclosed. The sloping sides are supported by the roof, and the whole structure is anchored by steel cables. Glassed at both ends, the building has caught the imagination of architects all over the world. A few yards away on the main training tracks, Australian athletes are preparing for the Games. Australian javelin champion Bob Grant receives advice from famous Austrian coach Franz Stampfel. Here, a group of sprinters jog through their warming-up exercises. This is Olympic Village, and Melbourne is proud of it. Smart and colourful, the village has won praise from every international visitor. The village has over 840 houses and flats, and they'll accommodate up to 6,000 athletes and officials, both men and women. The athletes will live two to a room. After the Games, these fine brick flats, like the rest of the village, will become homes for Melbourne people. All meals will be served to the athletes at Olympic Village in huge temporary dining halls, each capable of serving 300 meals at once. In attractive buildings, chefs from many lands will serve competitors the type of food they're accustomed to at home. The village is now humming with activity as it nears completion. But Melbourne intends to welcome thousands of visitors besides the competitors. Many will be accommodated in private homes. All offers of accommodation or hospitality are noted at the Melbourne Town Hall. Every pin on the map represents an offer of accommodation for an Olympic visitor. Different colored pins represent different racial, religious, or other preferences. Every host and every Olympic visitor will be matched for similar tastes. Melbourne citizens will be hosts to 15,000 Olympic visitors. During the Games, it will be Olympics on the water, too. Here, Olympic-type yachts train on Port Phillip Bay, site of Games yachting. Supporting Melbourne as Olympic host city will be nearby Ballarat. It will stage rowing and canoeing on Lake Wendouree. Here, Victoria and New South Wales battle for Olympic selection in the annual classic, the King's Cup. The winners are Victoria. The winning crew will train on Melbourne's Yarra River. Melbourne, the youngest city ever to present the Games, is ready to receive the sportsmen of the world.